Good evening, my friends, and welcome to another tutorial here on allaboutbodylanguage.com. Now, the two latest pictures I've got for you both feature Mr. Michael Jackson. So I shall walk you through a couple of these photographs. The first one I've got for you is the seated leg barrier you can see in front of you, which he performed during the 1993 interview with Oprah Winfrey. And just in case you can't read the text, what I've put here, Michael Jackson is being interviewed by Oprah Winfrey. Oprah asked Michael, let's talk about these last 10 years. Is it when you started to go inside yourself because you obviously haven't spoken to any of us to the world? Before verbally replying, Michael noticeably shifts his posture and bends and lifts his right leg so the ankle sits just above the knee of the left leg. He then further emphasizes his discomfort when he grabs his right leg with both hands and pulls it towards him, therefore giving him added security. The significance of having his leg now across his body is that it forms a physical barrier between him and Oprah, which further demonstrates how uncomfortable he is with the prying questions she is asking. And that is an extract from my book about Michael Jackson, which is called Behind the Mask, What Michael Jackson's Body Language Told the World. So again, if we look again at that display, we can see he's really wanting to close himself off from the anxiety that Oprah Winfrey is causing him with those prying questions. And you can see by the intensity in which his left hand is grabbing his right ankle, I beg your pardon, and he's just literally trying to block out the stress that is being caused at the moment. Obviously, this was the first interview that Michael gave in a very long time, so obviously his emotions and his senses are going to be heightened, and you can certainly see that he's experienced discomfort. And again, you can recognize this behavior within your friends, family, and co-workers whenever somebody is experiencing stress. More often than not, they will make some leg barrier. Not a lot of people can make this particular leg barrier because Michael Jackson, don't forget, in '93 would have been at the height, well, getting toward the height of his fame, and he was well renowned for his dancing. So you can imagine how flexible his lower body would have been. Now, I'm a big 6-footer, I'm a big guy, and I find it very difficult to put my leg in that position. So I would use a different method of trying to block out if someone was causing me stress. I mean, I might angle my body away. I might make an arm barrier, for instance, because Michael Jackson is relatively nimble. He can place the leg directly across his other leg, and he makes that particular leg barrier. And again, you saw this kind of behavior a lot during that interview. And if you want to learn more about my observations, then I will include a link to Amazon underneath this video, so you can check out my further thoughts on that interview. So that just takes us nicely onto the next picture of Mr. Jackson, which is the emphatic hand gesture, which is called the hand scissor. And again, if you were unable to read the text, I shall read it for you. It says, during Michael Jackson's Neverland statement, 1993, when he says incredible, terrible mass media, he makes this hand scissor gesture. Dr. Desmond Morris expands on this. The hand scissor baton adds a strong flavour of denial or rejection to the mood of the speech. It is as if the speaker is cutting his way through the hostile barrier, negating the opposition by striking it away from him, both to the left and to the right. And then I further put the hand scissor display is done by moving the arms and hands across the body, then swiftly moving them away, making a chopping action with the arms that replicate a pair of scissors. This hand gesture is significantly more emphatic and forceful and head-shaking, and delivers a very precise message. And again, that's another extract from my book where I cover the Neverland statement. Again, so you'll see that you won't necessarily see the hand scissor performed much throughout your daily life. It is only when you experience something very terrible, or something that's affecting you in such a great deal, and it continuously keeps upsetting you, you might use that hand gesture. Then again, it's not the kind of gesture that's in my behavioural repertoire. I must say, I don't use the hand scissor consciously or unconsciously. It's not one that features in my baseline behaviour. But again, this featured in Michael Jackson's behaviour quite a lot, and I think it was to silently show his frustrations at the media about making up lewd and unnecessary scandal about him, and I think that is why that this particular gesture became quite prevalent with Mr. Jackson, because he had a lot of stress in his life, and again, which I cover that in the book. So again, this kind of behaviour is quite commonplace for Michael Jackson. So it wasn't just in this interview that he displayed the hand scissor, but again, you'll only recognise this gesture if something is really affecting you. More often than not, we can deal with stress in different ways. However, because Michael Jackson often said he was quite lonely, and he had difficulty with friendships and things like that, he used this particular gesture to try and rid himself of all what he called incredible, terrible mass media. Again, so you can see two behaviours there from Michael Jackson. One in the leg barrier where he's uncomfortable, and again in the second picture here, it's more of the anger, and and you can really register that in his facial expressions when I cover that interview in my book as well. So if you're interested in learning more about both of those interviews and what Michael Jackson's body language was saying throughout, then make sure you check out my book. So there you go. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, my friends. I'm going to be doing a few more picture tutorials very soon. My new book will be out hopefully at the end of March. I'm just currently working on it at the moment. I've just taken 5 minutes out of that to just put this video together. Again, if you didn't catch my earlier videos, I said that I'm having to do these picture videos because sadly I've got a few copyright violations going on with some of my videos that I've been doing. So again, I don't want to have my account deleted and blocked. So it's time to play by the rules. So I hope you don't mind me posting these videos for your enjoyment. So there you go. So anyway, my friends, I shall leave you to it, and don't forget to keep sharing and tweeting these analysis videos. The more people that see them, the more they can learn about how important non-verbal communication really is. So until next time, my friends, take care, and bye-bye for now.